Welcome back to Sin City Podcast with Vegas. I have got these gals from TikTok that I've been following forever. Their lifestyle is so cool because it's so out of my wheelhouse. So I consider you guys, I call you guys to my husband like nomads. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
I would
about,
say so.
Does
Yeah,
that does
that's
that
good.
make sense? So I have
Yeah,
to
no,
go ahead.
I said Nomad's good.
So how long have you guys been doing that? Like what made you go ahead into this lifestyle? Tell me everything because like I said, it's so out of my fucking wheelhouse, but it's really cool.
Oh, there's so many reasons we joined this lifestyle.
Yeah, we've been doing it for almost 2 years now, like full time. We got this RV when we were living in Florida. We had been living there for a year,
Yeah.
and um, we kind of just jumped into this relationship as well, and then moved to Florida pretty much right
Within
away.
a month of dating, I lost my
Yeah,
career in Philly. We moved to Florida. We stayed there for a year, and after I spent like 6 years building this career in Philly, and I just couldn't put my heart and soul back into anything in the same way. So I kept doing these jobs, and it was just like soul sucking at that point.
Oh yeah.
And, and then my ex ruined my credit at the same time. So all this stuff I was working towards business wise, I could no longer do, and everything going on in the world, we could die tomorrow. So I just wanted to enjoy my life now. All I've ever done is work, and yeah, that was kind of like the main big push for me, anyways.
and we also couldn't decide on like where we wanted to live. So
So just
like,
go everywhere.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Rent and being locked in to like a lease seemed really like not what we wanted to do
Well,
at
it
all.
fucking sucks. So yeah,
yeah.
I don't blame you for a second.
And rent prices suck. And when I was like younger in my earlier 20s, I would move like every 6 months to a year, just like all over the place. And then I was stuck in Philly for so long, and I just missed the nomadicness. I hate being stagnant. So yeah,
Yeah.
chose to do that. And we also don't want to really be in America anymore. So that
No,
was
neither
like,
do we. My husband and
yeah,
I are just dying to go to like Finland or something and just
yeah,
out.
anywhere other than here,
Mhm.
pretty much. So yeah,
It's gotten really bad. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we're just kind of bouncing around, trying to build up the social media and everything, and try to find our way out. And that's kind of the plan.
Yeah, you guys have been doing pretty well. Like as soon as I saw you guys, because you're like super handy dandy. Like I did you get
Yeah.
that? Did you get that windshield put into the RV?
I'm doing that next week. Actually, that is going to be quite the project.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I have full confidence in myself that I'll
Oh,
be
I
able
have
to
full
do it.
confidence in your ass. I know that you're going to do it. I've seen like who taught you how to do all this stuff?
Myself mainly.
Yeah.
Um,
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, I grew up with a very blue collar family in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota. So like I was being raised like doing logging and like working in a lumber mill, and then the furniture side of my grandparents' shop from like 11 to 17. So that's kind of like the basis of the skill came in there. But we were like also really poor. So when things broke, I fixed them, or I didn't have things, kind of thing, and everyone just kind of fixes things themselves. So it's not like anyone really taught me how to do it. It's just I observed, and
Mhm.
then
Quick
also had to,
study.
yeah, do it out of necessity pretty much. And then in my early 20s, like I said, I was building up a career in Philly, and I like renovated multiple warehouses and like vans and RVs and all kinds of stuff.
That
So
is
skills
awesome.
build up on each other.
If you're ever through Indiana, I've got a deck. Need some
Yeah,
love.
we passed there months ago.
You
Yeah.
did? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, when we came from New Jersey to the Midwest, we passed through there.
Yeah, I know you have to pass through this flyover state, this heavily red state, just kind of, and then just come to my house
Yeah,
and the blue dot in Indiana, just come on over.
for real. Yeah, most of the states in the Midwest are basically that way.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So what's
Well,
next
even
for you guys?
Minnesota. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Are you guys are in California right now, right?
Well, we're in Vegas actually right
Oh, you're in
now.
Vegas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're in Vegas. We've been here for almost a month actually, way longer than expected. It's kind of how this journey goes.
Yeah, we
Kind of
never
sucks
can
you
make
in.
plans.
Yeah, it does. We're gonna be here for a week supposedly, and then now
Mhm.
it's been like a month, maybe even longer.
Where
But
do you
I'm
guys
ready.
want to go next?
California.
Ah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful there. Are you thinking like Oceanside, or is there a certain place that you want to go?
I want to see a lot of it.
Yeah, probably
Um,
like San Diego, Santa Cruz. We're gonna bounce around. We don't have any in
Yes.
mind.
Probably the desert a little bit. I really want to see
Mhm.
Santa Cruz too. I love the big trees up there.
Are you guys ever going to go to Oregon? I've always wanted to go there.
That's like a big goal for me. I'm hoping we honestly wanted to in like instead of coming into Vegas, we were going to drive across Montana and then go down Oregon and then Cali coast, but that just didn't work out in the budget. So we came this way, and I'm hoping to hit Oregon in the summer and the Pacific Northwest in the summer.
I
So I
can't
don't know.
wait for you guys to hit Oregon because I've always wanted to go there. It just seems so
Yeah,
beautiful. Or
I know.
Washington, even just anywhere up there. So pretty.
Yeah, I've seen Washington a little bit, but Oregon's a top one for me. I have yet to see, but Washington's gorgeous for what I've seen. I've only been to like Spokane though.
I have
But
a feeling you guys will get there soon. It looks like you
yeah,
guys are well on your way,
yeah,
trailblazing.
windshield's in, we're ready to go.
How'd you guys meet?
On Hinge,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
yeah, we met on Hinge. I was like, we messaged for like a month. She was busy rescuing chickens, so she couldn't hang out with me.
Love that.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
our first date was at a shooting range, which was fun.
that
And
is
then
fun.
yeah, and then within a month, I asked her to go to Puerto Rico with me for my birthday, and then yeah, it was done after that.
Yeah,
Went to
pretty much.
Florida, you hauled it up, you know.
Yeah.
It's just been inseparable ever since.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much.
We basically quit our jobs to hang out full time and live in the RV.
What were
It's
you
been
guys doing before?
I was doing like set work, film and video. I built sets for years, and I was also renovating houses down in Florida.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
like my
Yeah, and I was working remotely for like customer service and then social media managing. So I've
That's
been
kind of
working
cool.
like a good, like what, like 4 years.
So
yeah
you've
Just
been kind of like off the grid longer than Eli has then.
a
yeah
little bit, but I was still like, it's like the 9 to 5 schedule. The social
yeah.
media managing was a little bit more flexible, but then it just became like full time, like
For-
without the actual pay reflecting that. So
Yeah, my husband's
exactly,
dealing with that right now, actually, with social media.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
hard.
then when our TikTok originally boomed, like the first boom, we got like $1,200 worth of shirt orders, and we're like, "Quit your job, fuck that job. It's taking up all
We're
of our
gonna like
time.
have a leap of
It's
faith
gonna
and
be
just
great." And then we're like, "I'm going out to ship the shirts out. Like I'm in the post office, $1,200 of orders in hand," and they call, and my mom had a massive stroke. So then it was just like boom, all that good vibes went down. We're
Yeah.
stuck in Minnesota for 2
yeah.
months. And
All the
like
offers
the
went
TikToks
away.
just like
TikTok boom
fucking
went
flopped.
in deeper in
Oh
debt.
no.
It was like
It's like when
Yeah,
it
so
rains, it pours.
yeah, it
yeah,
really was one of those situations. Thank God my mom's alive and that all worked out. But it
That
really
was my
like
next
bombed
question.
my
Good deal.
that worked out good. Luckily,
yeah,
because they did not have good hopes for that. But she's doing good now. But it was just crazy because it was like we had all offers across the whole country, and then it was like nothing, because it went from happy fun time to sad time.
yeah.
And then it was
So
just
where
like,
you
buy my shirts, so I can stay
buy
here.
my
In the
fucking shirts?
I need to stay here.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so
No,
we've been figuring it out since then, picking up gigs and pushing the merch and stuff still soon. But there's a
do you guys
lot
have
of what?
yeah, there's a lot of ebbs and flows in our business. It's just kind
Oh
of
yeah,
just the way it is. It's like everything will be going great. You'll be on top of the world. And then you get like, it's always funny how like one negative comment will trump like 5,000 good compliments. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That
yeah.
one thing is something you'll sit on. You'll be like, God, like what did I do? It sucks.
Yeah, people just
I
suck
know.
like in the comments. That's something you got to get used to. Like, it's just
Yeah.
you know they're rude and you got to deal with it, which
Yeah,
sucks. And
you've
some
had some pretty
under my
shitty things said to you guys. I'm sorry that we're talking over each other sometimes. I'm kind of cutting out a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, with the nature of what we're doing and how we look and just being gay and
Yeah, it
everything,
triggers
we
a lot of people.
attract a lot of haters.
A lot of
Especially
small
my
minds.
skill set too. A lot of men hate on me for sure.
Yeah.
Just because
Um,
they can't do it, whatever.
yeah, exactly my point.
I
And
mean,
also most of them, are too scared to live the way we are, and they just assume we're like bums or something. So it like really triggers them.
oh, I know. My husband and I, we're not people that clock in and shit like that. Like this is, I want to make a career out of this and I do hair and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Like I'm not, we're not the 9 to 5 clock in and out. And people just, even some family just kind of look down on us a little bit. Just like
Yeah, they're like you're
fucking
wasting your time.
losers. You're wasting, yeah,
Yeah.
grow up. How
Hmm.
about
and
that?
it's so stupid. And even I see it with some of my family members too. And it's like we all grew up poor. They all do different gig work or own businesses. And they were all fine with me, like, doing different work on my own when I was living in a house. But now doing different work on the road in an RV, they act like I'm like a
That's
bum or
that's
something.
the dream,
I'm like, I'm
dude.
doing the same thing.
You're traveling and working.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's two eggs in a basket. What's the saying? I'm totally lost. I'm not even awake yet, and it's like in the
Yeah.
afternoon here in the Midwest. But that's like that's like the freaking dream, dude. Getting paid
Yeah.
to do what you love. Isn't that the goal? You never
Right.
work a
I
day in
started
your
so
life.
Right, exactly.
I
yeah, it
mean,
just don't make sense.
Yeah.
yeah, there's some I don't read the comments on my YouTube channel. Or actually sometimes I do on TikTok because I'm so sensitive and I'm hot-headed. So it's a really bad cocktail. I'm like hella Irish. And so my husband, he kind of combs through those things for me because
Yeah.
I'll be like just
Yeah.
going, just talking some mad shit. Like who are you to say this about my guest or about me or whatever?
Sometimes I just can't even let myself get there anymore. I try to, if I don't kill them with kindness, I just can't respond. Otherwise, I get in a hole of like responding, and it's just not
And then
fun.
you start to spiral yourself and it's bad for your
Yeah.
mental health, you know?
It really is. And also, you're more sensitive to this in the morning. So, most people wake up and look at their stuff right away in the morning. And I've noticed, and it's actually like proven, you're more sensitive emotionally in the morning. So, if I wake up and read something like that,
really
it's setting up my whole day for
That's a
shit.
fact. That's a fact. The other day I woke up and I rolled over and I grabbed my phone. I'm right here on Facebook, you know, and I'm sitting there and I'm playing on my phone and I'm scrolling and it's just like all kinds of negative and social, like negative, negative,
Yeah.
negative, negative, and like all these sad stories and all these angry stories. And I'm just like, I put my phone down. I'm like, well, I'm just my whole day. Like it really did ruin my whole day.
Yeah.
Like
It really does.
it's
Well, and I
bad.
mean, your phone is basically a dopamine hit. It's basically like
Mm-hmm.
drugs, you know. So then you go on there to get that hit, and then it's all sad and depressing, and now it's just like you didn't
I
get a hit. Now
know.
you're mad.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You guys totally get it because
yeah,
my life is based on likes and acceptance. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Right.
So it's like
Right.
if I get like if I don't get a like by a certain person or if I don't get enough likes on a certain thing or enough likes on a certain video, I'm just like
and
oh.
I freak out now. And it
Yeah.
seems to be everything I put effort into doesn't do well, and like the dumb videos always do.
I
And
Yeah.
know.
it drives me nuts every time. And I'm
I
like, I put
know.
30 hours into this project, recorded it, and it's like, okay,
And it's
flop.
like dun, and then you do something you're like here's me in a leaf and it's like a million.
And then, yeah,
Yeah.
I showed Jen eating a sandwich in a weird way Tuesday.
Yeah.
What, you know, I just don't get it.
I
that's
know.
that's crazy. So are you guys in contact with your families? Do you guys kind of stay in touch with them on the road?
Not really. It's very infrequent. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I talk to my mom a lot more now since the stroke. Like, I don't know the life expectancy of her life now, you know, which that kind of changed rapidly. That was kind of crazy. I have a little brother
Yeah.
and sister, and one that's 2 as well. So I do call them a lot.
Oh.
Dad, not so much. I text him every
yeah.
once in a while. Her family, not really.
Yeah, not really. I just have a younger brother that I keep up with, but other than that,
Are your families not very open-minded to your lifestyle as far as like your sexuality and your traveling?
Mm,
definitely not.
Oh,
Mine's very religious, so they're not about
any of it.
any of this.
Any of it.
oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad.
My family, honestly, I came out when I was 15. So, like, they're pretty chill about the gay thing. They do have their own ignorance and they say a lot of gay hate shit, but, like, they're cool with me being gay. But they're actually more mad that I'm vegan than gay. So, when I
What?
came out as vegan, they
Yeah.
got really upset. And they
Yeah.
have been very upset since. Yeah. So, my whole lifestyle changed the last 3 years of living in the RV and becoming vegan. They're very upset about.
Oh
So,
my
hunting
God.
was our bonding. Hunting was our bonding. The only thing my dad has ever bought me is guns and camouflage. So, yeah, that was what we did to bond. So, yeah, and it's like, you know, me going vegan is like an attack on their lifestyle or something. You know, it's like when you quit
No.
drinking and everyone starts defending their drinking. It's a very similar thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. A
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. It's like, oh, I don't drink because of these reasons. And they're like, I don't drink that much, you know? And it's like, it's
I
the
didn't
same
say
thing with
yeah.
meat, you know? They're like, I don't eat that much meat. And it's like, okay, but like, I'm not even saying you're doing anything wrong, you know? I didn't even
It's just yeah, this is what I do, and you do what you do.
Yeah,
You eat your
yeah.
steak on that side of the table. I'll have my whatever vegans eat. I have no idea. Like what is like what's for dinner tonight? Like tell me. I don't know. I'm not vegan. I'm a big omnivore. I'll eat anything in front of
Okay.
me.
Well, anything that is like a meat eater could have, a vegan could have. There's options for anything. It's 2025. So like I could make a mock meat of anything. Like
Oh,
I
the
could have.
Impossible Burger, right?
Yeah, those are really good. But
Those are
honestly,
fire.
me and Jen are health freaks, so we kind of
Cut every like fake meat out. We pretty much
yeah.
eat like whole foods, plant based.
But before,
Okay.
like, we just did some crazier diet changes. Before that, you know, I can make like pretty much anything. Like, there is plant-based cheeses. I'd make like a pulled pork out of like mushrooms, for example. It's
Oh, that
absolutely
sounds
delicious.
good.
Yeah, I can make like scallops out of mushrooms. Like, there's all kinds of different options. Basically, anything you can think of, I can make a vegan version. But right now, we're basically trying to go more fruit-based and almost fruitarian. And like,
Really?
yeah, and basically, I've cut out everything like seed oil,
We're just
every
eating,
oil.
like, we're just eating super clean, which is like aside from being vegan.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah,
And
we're vegan for the animals, but healthy for ourselves. So
Yeah.
don't
because
quote me on this, but didn't was it Steve Jobs was a fruitarian or somebody like one of those one percenters was it only ate fruit, but I don't think have you guys I'm sure you guys have done your research on this. Like, is that healthy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there is like a certain way to go about it because fruit is very cleansing. So a lot of people have a lot of toxins in them.
Yeah.
So when they just go straight to fruit, they experience a lot of negative symptoms because they're detoxing, and then they attest that to eating fruit, and then
Okay.
they
Right.
think it's unhealthy or there's too much sugar when the sugar is different than the processed
It's good
sugar.
sugar
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
like
good
telling.
carbs.
People don't understand it. It's
Yeah,
so annoying. They're like, fruit has so much sugar, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're just not
But
talking
it's
about.
it's fruit sugar. Like that I understand. It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's real sugar. It's like it's nature I
Feeds
don't
your
know.
cells. It's not
Yeah.
what, processed sugar would do to your body. So I don't know. We're doing it gradually because it's like less of a shock to your system. That way you don't have to
Hmm.
experience as like drastic. But we're also still learning. Like this is
Yeah.
something like I just started recently like dipping our toes into and like
And
researching about.
you also have
Yeah,
to realize everything we were taught about nutrition and food is absolutely a lie. Like the
true.
Yeah,
entire food pyramid is a lie. The meat and dairy industry paid off everything. That's why we have the big American breakfast and everything else. So everything we have been taught is complete brainwash and a lie.
yeah,
And
I
pretty
agree.
much everyone knows a vegan diet's like probably the most healthy, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And there's still so much like
Within that,
misinformation about that. But now, being 2025, you can be a very unhealthy vegan if you just eat processed crap that is vegan. It
Yeah.
doesn't make you healthy.
French
You know what
fries
I
are
mean?
vegan. Like,
But before this point, like vegan was the most healthy because the limited options, that's like all you had. Now there's so much processed crap and like vegan ice cream.
It's disgusting. Like the things that we ate when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
I
and
would not.
it's
I would not feed my daughter now.
No.
yeah,
And like it's like directly proving like all these food dyes and all this stuff causes all these problems like ADHD and autism. The screens alone cause ADHD. My grandma was a great proof of that. She's read her entire life. Until she had Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, she's never had an issue reading, and now she can't focus to read. And it's like you've
Because
just developed ADHD from screens.
the attention span, I'm
Yeah.
guilt. I'm totally guilty of it. If I'm on
Yeah.
TikTok and it's like something's longer than like 3 minutes, I'm like, I'm bored. I'm
yeah,
bored.
exactly.
I'm
Yep.
so guilty of that. That is 100% true, and I do believe that it's from
Yep.
social media, TikTok, and stuff like that, especially
It's so
TikTok.
bad. Yeah, it all is so bad for your brain, and it's bad for our brains as formed adults. So imagine children being on this and having these unrealistic expectations of life all the time, and like it makes me depressed sometimes when I'm like seeing this all the time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like it's just so bad for kids, anyways.
Oh
and
yeah.
raising a daughter in this world it's terrifying, honestly,
Yeah,
and like with all of the honestly I'd like to go dark, but it's just life, like with all of the like the trafficking and the things that are going on. It's just like I'm on my daughter like a fucking hawk, and I don't care what anybody
Yeah.
has to say about it. Like she's always like when we go to the store, she's walking in front of me. Like when we're in the parking lot,
yeah,
she's walking right in front of me. Like eyes right here. I taught her how to check the door handle. I taught her how to like keep her eyes peeled, always be aware, take your headphones off when you're walking around, be self-aware, because I mean, she's only 12. Like I've got
yeah,
to I'm the bear. I got to do what I got to do. And
Right.
people say that I'm too like a hover mother. Okay, then.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'll see you at my daughter's
And
13th and her 14th and her 15th.
see, I always knew if I was a parent, I would 110% be a helicopter because
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
I
But
mean,
anyways, I know if I was a parent, I'd be a helicopter just because this world. Oh, go ahead.
it's ugly. No, you're completely right.
Right.
It's an ugly ass world, and so we have to be protective. I think my generation. I'm a millennial. I was born in '81. I think
Mhm.
my generation uh, was the last generation to be able to play outside till the lights came on. That's what because growing up in the '80s and the '90s, I feel like that was the last era of when you were
Yeah.
able to go ride your bike wherever you wanted, and then when the lights came on, it was time to go home. And that was the
Yeah.
best fucking childhood ever. And I feel bad that my daughter doesn't get that.
Yeah. And it's crazy watching these kids come up. They don't get like any of the things we get. They just like want designer at like 8 years old and like are
Uh-uh.
just like Instagram has changed kids entirely and like they all have style too. We look like clowns in sixth grade.
Yeah.
Like sixth
Yeah.
graders got style, dude. It's
I,
like
I was dressing like crisscross, wearing my pants backwards and shit.
Right.
Oh my
I
god,
looked
I
like
remember
such a lesbian my whole childhood. Like
that.
like once a year my mom would ask me if I was gay and I'd be like, no, ew.
Me too. My grandma, because I was single for such a long time, and my grandma was like, "Are you gay?" She's like, "I don't care." I'm like, "No, no, I'm not." And then I brought a girl home, and I was with her for about 4 years, and my family just sat her down at the table like it was a normal Thanksgiving. I was like, my family was always very open minded about that, and I'm was with her for 4 years. I thought I was going to marry her. She's one of the loves of my life, but then I met my late fiance, And I knew I don't want, it was not a phase for me because I was in love with her, but I knew that I was on a path to be with men.
Mm.
It's just I love women, but I love, I'm with my husband and I'm 100% happy. You know what I mean? Does that make
Right.
sense? Like people are like when you're bi, people kind of it's hard for people to wrap their heads around. Then why are you with your husband? Because I love him. I mean, it's just so fucking simple
Yeah.
to me. It's
Yeah.
like it's like why does it have to be such a big deal? I was in love with a woman, now I'm in love with my husband. I'm in love with him and only him. The
Yeah.
end. Stamp it out.
Right.
Done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love who you love,
Relationships
man.
end and
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together? You said 2 years?
Almost three now.
almost
Almost
Yeah,
three.
yeah,
three?
very three.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
What
Hopefully, somewhere on this RV journey, we'll actually get married officially.
ah
That was the whole plan. We were gonna heal and get married, and it's went very south. But we've healed it through more trauma, and we're
Yeah.
gonna get married.
have you guys ever done an ayahuasca trip?
We've
No, I wanted to do like DMT first. I feel like that would be less
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta
crazy.
work my way up to ayahuasca. I have a lot of trauma deep rooted in me, so that's gonna be a thing I have to work up to.
Yeah.
I haven't had the chance to do it yet. I went to go to Puerto Rico, no, Costa Rica to do it, and I lost my passport 3 days before my trip.
Damn.
And so that just meant that I wasn't meant to go, but I fell into a
Yeah,
hole after that because I was going through some really bad depression and I wanted to be healed because I've got
right.
some. I mean, everybody's got trauma, but it's just I was going through some really hardcore shit and I wanted to build my armor and just purge out all of my anger and resentment and
Yeah.
sadness and stuff. And so now I still carry that, and it's very frustrating. So what I started doing 2 years ago was microdosing,
That helps.
just a little bit of a mushroom here and there. And it helped me because we were supposed to be living in Boulder City right now, and some
Oh,
shit hit the fan, and it didn't work out as I guess it wasn't supposed to. But I was so depressed from that because I wanted out of this town, out of the state, and I saw the light at the end of the tunnel with when I was microdosing one day. I was just sitting there listening to Richie Kotzen. I had my room perfectly set up. It looked like there was waves on my wall. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, and then I was just thinking about it, and I was like, ding. I was like, okay, wasn't meant to be. And now I'm completely over the Boulder City thing. It's just
yeah.
like this stuff really, like I don't care what people say. This stuff really helps.
It
It
does.
does.
It does.
It,
It's one of the only things proven to rewire your brain.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what some of us need. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold.
Oh,
There
and
we go.
it really does. Like I've had to rewire my brain so many times now in my life,
Oh, I
but
bet
it really does help, like fast track that process,
it
versus like
does.
going through it for years by yourself. You know what
Right.
I mean? So
I highly suggest you guys doing it, at least starting with like at the microdosing. I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's fucking
Yeah, we
Yeah.
amazing.
definitely do that. Actually, I just started doing that because I'm 12 years sober from hard drugs. So up until I met
Congratulations.
Thank
Hmm.
you. Up
Yeah,
until I met Ben, I did not trust myself to even go near mushrooms. You know what I mean? It's not like they're addictive, but like I had a spree with those and like other drugs
You
throughout
were
my
also
20s.
like mixing it and just had a
Well,
whole
yeah,
different.
exactly. But like,
right.
the mushrooms themselves are not addictive. But it was like in my head, I'm like such an addict. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna touch mushrooms, and I'm gonna condone myself to do like acid, and then I'll do Molly, and then I'll do this, and now I'm gonna be in jail.
I get it.
So you know what I mean? So like I just, I really didn't trust myself anyways. But then, she described the benefits of microdosing, all this stuff. So then I did start microdosing, and that's good. And I mean, I still consider myself sober. I don't give a fuck what anyone's definition is. I don't like NA or AA. I believe in holistic medicine and plant medicine. So weed, mushrooms, all good to me.
Yep.
Other drugs,
'Cause when
absolutely
you
not. I'd
feel-
rather have that than pharmaceuticals. I'd rather
Yeah.
do like smoke some weed than be on an antidepressant any fucking day.
I
And
know.
yeah, and people will literally say they're sober and be on fucking Oxycontin because it's a pharmaceutical. No, that's not sober. You know what I mean? So like, I don't really care what people say. If I'm not, I don't care.
Right.
This is my definition of my
Every
sobriety. Tell
and that's
people the
exactly
truth.
right. I'm a part of this thing called this group called Punks in Recovery.
Yeah,
But see, I still have my wine from time to time, and I have
yeah,
my green from time to time. Actually, I have my green almost every night to help me sleep because my brain like goes insane. So
same.
like, when my fiance was killed, I was a big party girl in my 20s. I hate saying starting a sentence out like this because it makes me sound so old. When I was your age, I was like knee deep in coke and heroin and like I was just partying. Like, and my late fiance was a musician, rock star, that whole rock star life,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I hit rock bottom, and I'll never touch any of those kinds of drugs ever again. So
Right,
that's
right.
I never really considered myself in recovery. I just knew that that's something I never wanted to go, especially after I became a mom. Like
Yeah.
I'll never do that shit again. I remember one time I did I did 2 lines after my daughter was born. I was at a party and I didn't have her. She was not with me. Let me make that clear before people come for
Right.
me. But I was at a party and I was like, okay, fuck it. I used to do this. It was fun. And I did 2 lines and I was like, da, 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 da. And then the crash came like 30 seconds later. And I'm like, oh my God, my stomach started hurt. All I could do was think about my daughter and the guilt. I
Yeah.
was so disgusted with myself. I was sick. I was like taking shots of whiskey just to fucking go to sleep. I was like, I want this to be over. I'm never doing this again. Like all I could think about was her. And I was so sick. And
It's fun. Yeah, it does. And that's a good thing. That shows you're a good mom because
oh,
like
I love being her mother. Thank you for that. That's the best compliment you
yeah.
can give a girl.
Oh, good. That's awesome. But
Thank
yeah, I'm
you.
happy for
But
yeah.
yeah, you should check out Punks in Recovery. I
Yeah.
That's my sobriety. I will never touch a hard drug ever again. That's so
That's
like you
awesome.
said, everybody has their own definition. So congrats to you.
Right.
Hats off.
Like my dad's been sober straight up 20 years. He's just a workaholic now, but
Mhm.
still has never healed through his problems. You know what I mean? He just
Yeah.
replaced it with work. He doesn't actually like heal or anything. So
And
like
so for those
you can be in
people,
recovery for so fucking long and not actually like heal what made you
right?
do drugs in the first place.
And I
That's
feel
You
like
just change it. And if you're not going to alcohol or something else or sex, work's the new addiction.
yeah,
yeah.
This is an addiction. I did the same thing when I got sober. I was a drug addict from 11 to 17. I went fucking hard, ended up in jail. But then I get out and I'm 17 and I just became such a workaholic. And I was a workaholic as a drug addict as well. But then getting sober, I just like started working overnights at Perkins. I had my mom sign a waiver because I was still 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just working overnight. So I was like, I can't get in trouble if I'm fucking here working. But, lo and
That was
behold,
smart.
yeah, but then I'm on shift with felons and all these people
Ah,
that are,
it's like working at a restaurant. Like the kitchen guys always drag you back
yeah,
in. You're like, oh hell.
So for a while, I like lied to them and was like, I'm still on probation, so I can't smoke because I wanted to stay sober for
Good
a
for
long.
you facing
Well,
that peer
I
pressure.
yeah, it was hard, especially at that age. But I was like, I burned every bridge there was. Like I was like really rock bottom, and I just didn't want to be back in that place. And I also knew that it took 90 days of complete sobriety for your brain chemicals to go back to normal.
I didn't know
So
that.
I wanted that full 90 days, because I never had that. I didn't let my brain develop. I started drugs at 11 and was on drugs.
Yeah.
So I
It
think it was
becomes
good.
a part of you, like a habit, just something that you just naturally do
Yeah.
when you rise and shine in the morning. Yeah.
Right. And it really was. And then you're also not letting your brain ever develop. So your brain's emotional processing is stuck at that age. You know what I mean? So I'm in my earliest 20s, like learning how to emotionally process like a normal fucking person. It felt like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why my mom's mentally stuck at like teenager level because she never had that sobriety until now, basically.
The arrested development that comes with something like that is it's real. Like you can see it for
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you guys do when you guys are on the road and you guys like get into a fight? Like how do you
We
take
don't.
breaks?
We
Really?
don't.
That's good. I actually believe you too. I swear to God, I
Yeah.
do. I do.
A lot of people don't, and it's really
Yeah,
funny.
they think we're like lying about it, and like
Yeah.
we do have like disagreements
Mhm.
sometimes, but
Very rarely.
especially like when her mom was in the hospital, that was like the biggest
That's
disagreement.
pretty much the
that we
only
had.
one I would call like a real disagreement was when my mom was in the hospital.
Yeah, because it was just like sucking us dry, and we didn't know how long we were gonna be there. And I was just in the RV like waiting, and she would be at the hospital for like 12 hours. And
Oh
dogs
wow.
fought, and we were just like in the parking lot and like watching our finances and like her health decline, and just like
That's
Well,
a
and it
lot of
was hard
stress.
because it was like a lot of
Yeah.
stress on Jen, but then I also think my mom's gonna die if I'm not there because the hospital was basically trying to push her out and kill her.
yeah.
So it was like this whole thing, and I'm like, she needs to be alive for my little brother and sister, But then it was like she was like being drained, and I'm being drained. I'm like ripping cigarettes
Yeah.
again, and like, So that's really been our only disagreement, I guess. Other than
Well,
that,
that's a heavy time in your life.
yeah,
That's whenever my husband's mom died, it was very, very rough. It was super rough.
yeah,
My mom
and like,
recently, she's recovering from a stroke, and because she was like, smoking cigarettes left and right. Now she
yeah.
doesn't even she hasn't smoked since.
Yeah,
Right.
my mom's paralyzed now. She can't do anything. She almost died, like for real, for real.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So she can't really fully talk yet. She's getting some words out, but she has aphasia really bad, so it's like stuck in there. So I know she's like processing fully, but like she can't see really out of the one eye. The one arm doesn't work. She's in a wheelchair. She can barely talk. So like this is the
That's
only
not
thing that's making
life.
her stay sober. She can't smoke cigarettes. She's still drinking fucking Red Bull, which pisses me off. But none
My
of
dad,
business.
he was dying of cancer, and he would turn off his oxygen and light a cigarette. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Like they're stubborn.
Yeah.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
And that was like my great grandma too. She had fucking emphysema and like puffing the cigarette in between the oxygen.
It's like, what the hell are you doing? Well, we learned what not
But,
to do from our parents, you know.
but at that age, okay, she's 85. Okay, do whatever. You
Okay.
know, my mom had a 1-year-old when she had the stroke. You know what I mean? So
Oh
it's
my God.
like stop drinking fucking energy drinks. I've been telling her that for 15 years.
I know.
So
You can
yeah.
only do so much though.
You
before
can.
you're
My daughter
doing-
begs me for monsters every once in a while. I'm like, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
you can have one for your
Do
birthday.
not let her do that.
I know
Yeah.
they're terrible. I'm like, it's poison. If it glows in the dark, it's not supposed to go in your belly.
Yeah, it's like toxic and
Okay.
All soda and all energy drinks are toxic. And
Yeah.
it's bad.
We don't
developing
drink
brain.
soda in this house or energy
Yeah.
drinks.
yeah.
It's
Coffee.
so bad. Yeah. And even coffee, I mean, I feel like shouldn't be for kids. But
No.
my mom let me have energy drinks and coffee and basically anything I wanted from a very young age. And it was like, it's bad for your developing brain. And also, I believe that along with like putting kids on ADHD meds young makes them drug addicts 100%.
That's my
Yeah.
late fiance said the
Yeah.
exact same thing. That's how it started with him. But we've
Yeah.
got 2 minutes left. Is there anything you'd like to tell the world?
Check out House of Rejects, official
Yeah.
HOR.com. Buy some merch to support the Nomads on their journey to freedom.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have the best safe travels and everything. And like I said, when you come through Indiana, come see your girl Vegas.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, for
Yeah.
That'll be
Thanks for-
fun.
It's been fun.
Eli, you're cooking. Y'all are cooking.
Yeah, I got you. I'll cook, man. I chef it up everywhere.